Wonderful. Okay, so nice stretch tone this morning, guys. I'm going to do a full body kind of stretch and release this morning. So let's see how this goes. I'm going to try and give you some nice, hopefully, relaxing tones through the screens. How's that? Is that level-wise okay, yeah? Thumbs up, lovely. Late entry coming in. Sandra, all the way from France, bless her. Here she is. Just in time, Sandra. All right, gorgeous people. So we're going to start finding that neutral. So feet hip distance apart. Get that connection with your feet. Big toe, little toe and heel. Oh, another late entry. They're terrible, aren't they? I'm going to give you all punishment just for these guys. So I want you to just squeeze up into the thighs. Engage your bottom just a little bit. And then just pull those shoulders back and down and feel that chest lift. When you're ready, guys, we're just going to take a neck circle. So we're just going to drop the head to one side. Take your eyes down. Roll the chin forward. And then over to the other side. And have a little pause here. Just nice big breath. And then again, just let the chin drop. And gently roll to the other side. Just feel that little stretch in the side of the neck. And then one more. Nice big breath. Dropping the chin down. Roll it around. And then take a breath here, guys. And just let that chin nod forward. Let those shoulders relax and start to slump forward. Arms are heavy. And knees are soft. And we're just going to let the weight of the arms just start to take us down towards the floor. As you do, just engage the tummy. But keep those arms heavy. Let that head fall. And just take a nice big inhale at the bottom. And then on the exhale, drive your feet into the floor. Start to pull up through the tummy button, round those shoulders, and bring yourself nice and slowly up. And then again, just open the chest, let the shoulders fall back and down. Reconnect with your tummy and bottom. And let's take it to side bend. So fingertips, run them down the outside of your thigh. Drop the head, pull up through the waist, engage the tummy. And then over to the other side. Keeping those knees unlocked, guys. Just a little connection in your tummy bottom and between those shoulders. So nice and slowly to start with, my lovelies. Just making sure the hips aren't pushing out. You're just working gently into your waistlines. Let that head fall heavy each time. Going to go one more. Nice big breath. Just a little switch on of the corset. Pull up through center. Reset and big breath in. Bring those arms up. Just dropping that chin down. Palms forward. And then draw those elbows back and down. So engage in the upper back and shoulders. And being really careful again not to lock out your knees. And just focusing on those upper back and shoulder muscles, guys. As you pull down, draw in that tummy button. But again, try not to tense that bottom. Nice big breaths for 2 more. And one more. And then let those arms float forward. Soften the elbows, but keep a connection in the top of the shoulders. Give me a nice big wide opening, taking again the shoulder blades together. And as you come forward, round the top of the spine, sink the weight into the heels and scoop out the tummy. Take a breath and open back into that chest stretch. Pull in the tummy, shoulders back, and repeat. So as you're rolling forward, guys, scoop into the abdominals, soften the knees. And as you open up, pull up nice and tall through the chest, squeeze back. 2 more. Big exhale, round forward. Get those shoulders separating. And lift. Hold it here, connect with the shoulders for that nice stretch across the chest, guys. And then lengthen the arms out, use the fingertips. Now we're going to just gently roll one shoulder, dropping it forward as you rotate the palm. And as you do, just leaning away into the opposite side, squeeze your waist. Good, take a breath, start to straighten back up. And then do the opposite side. So just rotating the palm and engaging the waist. Take a breath and again. Making that movement a little bigger each time, guys. Really extend through the fingers and start to get some resistance in those palms to really stretch through those muscles. Well done. Start to now take your head all the way over, look into the direction of those fingers. And again, feel that lovely connection in your waist as well, guys. Nice tight tummy. Now on your next one, we're going to go over to that furthest point you can, guys, holding that stretch, and relax the head looking down. We're just going to start to gently pulse both arms. One is pressing back and up, and the other, use your thumb to direct it back. Just gentle pushes, keeping that connection in your center and breathing through. Give me 2 and 1. Take a breath and rotate through center and find your stretch on the other side. Get that connection, engage the waist. And again, take those breaths as you gently pulse. So just really focus on opening up the chest, guys. Just giving those squeezes into the shoulder and bingos as you push. 3, 2, 1. Take a breath. Rotate shoulders back through center. Lower them nice and gently. And if you can, crisscross. Breath in and around. Good. And again, nice big breath. And around. Nice work, guys. Rotate your palms so they're facing back and just open up the collarbone, squeezing the shoulders and pressing the chest out. We want to keep those knees unlocked, and I want you to just start to press as far back as you feel comfortable, focusing on the shoulders. Thumbs are directed towards each other, and just start to gently squeeze into the upper back. At the same time, you're pressing away. So feel the bingos, but feel that nice intense stretch across the chest and front of those shoulders. Tummy's engaged. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hold the stretch. I want you to start to push your hips back, grip with the toes until you feel a little pull in the hamstrings, engage the bottom. Now drop the head and continue to kind of push your chest towards the thighs as you're pressing back with the palms. Let the head go nice and heavy. And now again, reconnect with the upper back and shoulders. Press back and up, keeping a nice connection in your tummy. Breathe. Squeeze. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a breath. Start to float the arms down by your side. And then just let them go really heavy. And again, relax your head a little more. Now what we want to do here, guys, is start to just sit back as much as we can on the heels, bringing the chest to the thighs. Come as low as you feel comfortable to, guys, and just to have a little connection with your toes. Arms are nice and relaxed, fingertips are resting on the floor. All I want you to do now, guys, is take a breath, push through the heels, start to straighten the legs up, and as you do, try and keep the chest connected as much as you can to the thighs. Feel another little stretch coming the top of the shoulders. Take a breath, and again start to bend the knees. Sit your weight in the heels, and bring those knees as far forward as you can, starting to feel a stretch now in the lower calves and shins. On your next breath, just repeat, guys. Again, keeping the chest to those thighs as much as you can. Start to straighten the legs, feel a pull in the hamstring, and really look back towards those knees. And again, nice and slowly, sit as low as you can. Push the knees forward, relax those shoulders. And we're just going to go one more time, hopefully getting a bigger length in those legs. So start to take that breath, guys. Keep chest on the thighs. Push those knees back as much as you can. Little rounding of the shoulders. And then nice and slowly again, bring your bottom all the way back down on those heels. Flat palms to floor for me, guys, and just walk them slightly forward. As we straighten the legs this time, I want you to just gently press the palms into the floor and round up into the top of your back. Tummy's in. And again, we sink nice and slowly down. Let the palms relax. So imagine you're pressing that floor away with palms and feet and taking it all up into your tummy and shoulders, rounding and getting that nice length through. 2 more, guys. Take a breath here. Bend those knees. Relax the grip on the floor. And up we go. Drive through the heels. Push those knees back. Scoop into the abs, rounding the shoulders. Try and keep those palms as flat as you can. And we come all the way down. On your next one, guys, we're going to go into that stretch and then we're going to peel up. So take that breath, drive your feet and hands as much as you can into the floor, get your stretch. Now take your breath and start to draw in the tummy, peel those fingers up, keep the arms heavy as you roll through, nice and slowly. Let the shoulders roll back and down, and just take another little breath in here, and exhale here. Nice work, guys. We're going to go wider with the legs, and again, keep our focus on the hamstrings. So slightly wider than hips, our feet are nice and parallel. We're going to drop down into a side lunge, so we want to sink the weight back and down into the heel. Feel that stretch come through the inner thigh, lengthening your tail out. You should be able to wiggle those toes, guys. Good. Use your hands and place them on the thigh for support. And I want you to do a cat stretch almost. So we're pressing through the feet, staying the weight on this side and just tucking the pelvis under, dropping the head. Scoop it into the tummy. Now as you release that tail, guys, I want you to bring the opposite hand and slide it diagonally across just in front of that foot and really push those hips back. Take another breath, start to tuck your tail under, scoop into cat, bring the hand back to your thigh, rounding up. And again, on each exhale, guys, really push back and down and really go into that stretch as deep as you can. 2 more. Scoop it up, drive it up into the shoulders, into the tummy. You should feel this in the top of the thigh. And relax your tail. Keep pushing your hips back and reach diagonally across. Get the stretch through the waist. 1 more time. Take that breath. Start to scoop. Push that heel into the floor, round up. Now shift your weight through center, take the hands to the other side. So the opposite arm is forward and sink into that inner thigh stretch to start. So tail is out, shoulders are back. Really grounding your weight down through the heel. And then when you feel ready, guys, we're just gonna go up into that cat. Nice scoop, tuck the hips under, drop the head. And then again, as you start to release it, extend that arm, sink a little bit lower and push those hips back further. And again, tummy button in, push up through into the shoulders, round up. Keep the weight on that side. Now really again, sit back and reach it forward. Feel the waist engaging. We got 1 more, guys. Scoop it up, round into the shoulders, and then bring the weight center, nice straight legs, and bend from the waist, pushing your hips back. Squeeze your thighs, let the head drop, looking through those legs. Again, guys, let the arms just hang heavy, and then we're just going to walk them over to one side. Place your hands on the foot and pulling in the tummy. So the shoulders are just slightly rotated towards the leg that you're reaching to. And you should get a nice deep stretch all the way down the back of the hamstring. Take a breath and just walk those hands center and across to the other side. Keeping the weight back in the heels. Feeling a strong stretch through your sides here and in the back of that thigh. Give me 1 more each side. So keeping the weight back with those hips, keeping the tummy connection, and go a little bit further around if you can. Feel your body rotate. Take a breath. And walk it center. And again, just trying to walk a little bit further around towards the outside of the foot. Nice stretch. Take a breath, walk it center. And then from here, just relax the head, soften the knees, and just walk your feet a little closer in, just about slightly wider than hips. And again, we're just going to get flat palms to the floor, weight is in the heels. And we're going to sit back nice and gently into that little low squat. Elbows are coming slightly inside your knees. And then we're going to go into prayer hands. And as you do, push the knees forward and try and open your chest a little towards me. That's it. Use those elbows to open the hips, eyes tucked in. Breathe and hold for 3, 2, 1. Palms back, let the head relax, and push through the heels to start to lift the hips as much as you can. Push those knees back, round the upper back and shoulders, tummy in. And we're just going to repeat that hip opener one more time. So when you're ready, start to relax the knees. Sit your bottom as low as you can on the heels. Get those elbows inside the thighs, prayer hands, and keep driving knees forward as weight goes in the heels. Drop those shoulders away from ears and hold. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Nice work, guys. Hands to floor. Lift the hips slightly, drop the head. And then walk the feet even closer towards each other, guys. Looking right back towards the knees. And when you're ready, with one leg, give me a good big step back. And then just walk your hands either side of that front leg. And just keep sliding that rear leg back, but keep the other knee driving forward over the toe. Shoulders are back, we're pushing through the rear heel. Get that lovely deep stretch through the front of your thigh and in your calf. Tummy is in, but chest is resting on your knee. And you're looking just slightly ahead of your mats, guys. When you feel ready, I want you to start to relax the back knee and just gently tap it to the floor and drop your hips lower. Keep pushing that front knee forward and this back hip down. Shoulders are back and down, neck is nice and long. Good, we're gonna hold for 3. Really drive that front foot down into the floor. Now again, we're gonna lift that back knee, straighten the leg as much as you can, pushing through the heel, eyes down to the toes, shoulders back. Take another breath, guys. Start to drop the back knee, focus on that hip stretch, open the chest, look forward, shoulders are back. Front foot nicely grounded and start to lift, drive the heel back, the eyes are down. Good, we're gonna rock back and forward here, guys, focusing on that rear heel. Really push through, lengthening your calf. Nice big breath. Give me 3, 2, 1. Now keep the weight back through the heel, lock it in. Now with that same arm, guys, of your rear leg, you're gonna start to float that arm forward, palm facing inwards, dropping the head, and just get that nice stretch through the shoulder. Good, keep pushing your front knee forward and that back knee down. Really get a deep stretch in the hip. Now I want you to start to rotate on the instep of the outside leg, and as you do, turn your palm to face me and push it towards the ceiling. Feel this big stretch here in the waist. Big breath. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Rotate your palm at the same time as you rotate your toe. Come back into that outstretched position and then float the arm down. Drop the back knee, guys. Untuck your toe and just start to walk those hips back, straightening the front leg. Scoop out your tummy and now flex that foot so you can sit right back and get the length through. You've got a nice rounded position of your spine. Head is relaxed. Breathe for 3, 2, 1. Nice work, guys. Bring your weight forward just so you can swing that leg around. And we're just going to repeat on the other side. So we're going to bring the other knee forward, chest on the thigh, hands either side of the foot. Give me a little toe tuck, guys. And then when you feel ready, we're just going to push back, lengthening out that rear leg. Shoulders are back and down, your tummy is in. Find the stretch. You should feel it in your bottoms as well as the hip. Breathe. And then like we did before, when you feel ready to move, we're just going to drop that back knee to the floor. Little squeeze in the thigh, guys, and take your eyes forward, shoulders back. Front knee is directed over the toe. Deep stretch in that glute. Good. On your next breath, really lengthen out that leg. Really push through the heel. Draw in the tummy. Keep that weight down through the front foot. And again, nice big breath as you push that knee back, open the chest, drive your knee forward. Keep gripping with those toes on that front foot, guys. Really intensify the stretch. And breathe as you lengthen back out. Eyes down, shoulders back, scoop out the tummy. Add that little rock back and forth. Good, focus on the calf. Breathe. 3, 2. Now push back through that heel. Nice, strong, straight leg at the back. And start to reach forward with the arm. Good, palm facing inwards, just enough to feel a stretch in the waist. Now we're going to rotate again on that instep, and as you do, rotate the palm and push it back towards the ceiling. Look up, feel the stretch in the waist, tummy in. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Start to rotate the knee and foot and reach forward, get your connection, engage the waist. Good, float the arm down nice and slowly. And again, lower that back knee, untuck your toe, and just start to walk your weight back, lengthening the front leg. Find that initial stretch and then flex your foot. Really drive your hips back, guys, and keep that little rounded position in the spine. Breathe. And then release it. Bring your weight forward, guys. And let's swing that leg around. And we're just going to do a few stretches here in 4-point kneeling. So we're going to get our palms as flat to the floor as we can. Spread out those fingers. Knees and hips directly in a line. And I want you to just relax your bottoms. Just relax your tail. And you should find that the weight drops down through into the wrists. So we want to draw it out. So we want to scoop out the chest and round into the shoulders, but keeping that bottom relaxed. When you feel ready, just engage the tummy, guys, and give me a nice little leg slide with your right leg. Toe stays on the floor, but the chest is over those wrists. We're not shifting the chest. When you feel ready, we're just going to slide the leg out wide to the side till you feel a little stretch in the hip and the waist. And then we're just going to use our tummy to draw that leg back through center. Good. Try not to shift the weight in the shoulders. Keep them drawing back. Neck is long. And exhale. Just a little slide out to the side. Squeeze into your tummy and your hip. And then slide it back. Nice control. We're going to go one more time. So slide it as wide as you feel you can so you get that stretch in the hip. Now turn your knee away from you and rotate on the instep and look over towards that knee, just gently pressing your hips and shoulders back. Keep the tummy in and feel a nice length happening in the outside of your thigh. Good. Now rotate that foot back, reset your shoulders so your knee is facing down, slide it back in and tuck it back underneath you. Let's go into child's pose. So part the knees, sit right back on the heels, guys, and walk fingers out. Go as far out as you can. Spread your fingers, grip with the fingertips, and look right back towards your knees. And just take a nice couple of big, deep breaths here, guys. Feel your rib cage expand and collapse. Good. On each exhale, I want you to really focus on lengthening through those muscles, guys. Sit back and reach the opposite direction. On your next big inhale, guys, I want you to just start to round up. So tuck in the pelvis under, coming up into a nice big cat. Not all the way forward, but just bring the weight into the hands slightly. Shoulders are back. Scooping out those tummies. And now relax your tail. Stick it back out as you start to sit back in the heels. Grip with those fingertips to focus on that length of those shoulders. And again, guys, on your next big inhale, tuck under. Really arch up into that spine. Exhale at the top. And again, nice and slowly release it back down. Get a bit more length. Keep walking fingers away as you push your chest towards the floor. And then we're just going to relax the stretch, walk those hands towards you, and come back into that 4-point kneeling position. And we're just going to repeat everything on the other side. So again, making sure we've got the hands under the chest, knees under the hips. We're relaxing that bottom, but we're drawing up into the chest, separating shoulders. So we're going to slide that left leg back now, guys. Toe to floor. Good. Keep that connection in your tummy as you just slide it to the side, squeeze your waist, and then bring it nice and slowly back in. Now, as always, guys, you're going to find a side that's slightly more sticky and tighter than the other. So just take your time. And then on this next slide, go to that furthest point you can without twisting. Good. Now start to rotate on the instep. Feel your hips drop back and look over that shoulder. Drop that shoulder back and engage the waist. Breathe and hold. And then start to bring the weight back forward, rotate back on the toe, knee facing the floor, and slide it back through center. Good, and a nice breath as you tuck it back underneath your hip. Once again, part your knees and sit back into your shells, guys. Walking fingers again, forward, pulling in your tummy, really lengthen your tail out and drop the head through the center. Take a couple of big breaths in and out. And then we're just going to go up into that little cat stretch when you feel you can. So starting to tuck your tail, drawing in that tummy, feel that spine open up. Keep bringing the weight forward till you feel it go through down into the wrists and chest. And then a nice gentle release of that bottom as you sink it back into shell stretch. Just one more, guys. And again, scoop. Really draw up into that tummy. Separate those shoulders. Keep looking back. And again, release back into your shell. Nice work, guys. Walk those hands back towards your knees. And we're going to come onto our backs. So we'll have a nice little lie down. Now, if anyone needs like a cushion or rolled up towel for support of their head, just quickly grab one now. So make sure you've got enough space, guys, to lengthen out arms and legs. So we're going to walk our feet one at a time out, just slightly wider than hips. And I want you to anchor the heels of your feet on the floor. So feel your kind of tailbone ground down into the floor and point through your toes. So you feel a nice kind of stretch, but also a switch on of the front of those thighs. And we're just going to extend our arms reaching to the ceiling with our palms facing inwards. And I want you to really focus on your shoulder blades, guys. And I want you to kind of depress them down into the mat. Good. And you might find you've got a nice gap between the middle of your back and the floor, which is absolutely fine. So we want to try and keep the connection in our shoulders to the floor and our tailbone. All I want you to do is just scissor one hand back, one hand down, but without those shoulders leaving the mat. Just find that point of stretch, feel it come into your waist, and then bring them back to center. And then take the breath and just repeat on the other side. So you're just scissoring the arms, but you should be feeling a nice kind of squeeze into those shoulders and a nice length happening through the waist. That's it, nice and slow and controlled, guys. Just really think about those muscles that are switching on. Now, once you feel you've found that connection with your upper body, start to really lengthen through the legs at the same time as you scissor those arms. So keep pointing through the toes, draw in the tummy, and now feel how almost your whole core corset area is switching on as you reach. We've got stability. Give me two more, guys. Nice reach through those fingers. Thumbs are directing down to the floor, the other up to the ceiling. And then bring them back through center. Rotate your palms away from you like a breaststroke and rotate as far as you can so you feel a stretch come again through the front of those shoulders, but those shoulder blades are still down on the floor. On your next exhale, guys, start to press them wide, and we're going to take the palms all the way down to the floor and a nice squeeze between the shoulder blades. Fingertips are spread out, collarbone is open. Now, one foot at a time, walk it towards your bottom. Good, get them as close as you can. Nice flat feet. Reset your arms, so again, you've got that connection between your shoulders. And then just a gentle tilt of your pelvis towards you. So we're now flattening the whole back into the mat. Now try, if you can, to grip the floor with those toes, guys, without activating your bottom. It's quite hard. Now push as hard as you can through the feet without switching the bottom on. Let the hips gently come up. Push those knees forward over the toes and keep drawing the shoulders down into the mat. And now squeeze gently into that bottom at the very top of your lift. Good. Now bring the hands slightly lower, but in a diagonal. Grip the floor with the fingertips and again, squeeze the shoulders. And we're going to come back down with the hips nice and slowly. So start to relax your bottom. Follow those shoulder blades. Try and hit every vertebrae using your tummy muscles to feed that spine all the way through. And now relax your pelvis completely. Let it naturally lengthen out. Nice work, guys. Just switch everything off for a second. Keep the hands where they are. And again, just a little grip on the floor. Draw those shoulders back and down. Push the chest out. Feel that gap being created in your middle back. Now tuck your pelvis forward and get rid of that gap. Little pelvic floor squeeze. Now press through the feet and bring those hips up. Try not to switch that bottom on too much until the very top of that lift. Knees are engaging. And squeeze your toes. Hold. Now bring your hands a little lower. Press the palms into the floor. Press the triceps into the floor and give them a little squeeze. See if you can elevate those hips a little more. Now again, relax your feet here, guys, and start to relax your bottom. And again, we want to feed each vertebrae down. Use your tummy muscles. And all the way down, let your tail relax completely at the bottom. Nice work. So we're just going to go up one more time, guys. So just reconnect with your feet. Give them a little grip of the floor. Good. Draw the shoulders down and push your chest out. Create that gap. Now tuck your pelvis forward and get rid of the gap, but not the connection with your shoulders. Pelvic floor squeeze. Press down through the feet. Bring those bottoms all the way up. Keep pushing the knees forward through to the second toe. Good. Now again, engage your triceps or your bingos, guys, and push down into the floor. Nice strong connection, opening up your collarbone. Pushing those hips as high as you can without going into your back. Breathe and hold for 3, 2, 1. Take a breath, guys. Start to relax the grip in your shoulders as you start to relax your bottom and feed down nice and slowly all the way back to the floor and relax. Nice work, guys. One knee at a time. Hug it in over the chest and just give you that nice gentle rock forward and back with those knees. All right, guys, we are so nearly there. I want you to, if you can, rock and roll up into a seated position for me. And this is where some of you might need that bit of extra support underneath your tailbone. So if you get a tail or cushion and just slot it under your tail and your two bony parts of your bottom. And then we're just going to try, so they're nice and flat to the floor, and we're just going to place the hands behind the thighs. What I want you to do is just push your chest out and up and straighten your back. So draw your tummy in, guys, keeping the eyes forward. Pull the shoulder blades back and down, feel that length being created in your neck, and soften those elbows. So you should feel a good strong connection just doing this in your tummies, guys. We want to keep a straight back and start to take the eye gaze up and lean back just before you feel like your hips want to collapse. So keep pushing your chest out, shoulders back, feel a deeper pull in your tummy. And then on your next breath, guys, just use your hands to keep you nice and straight. Feel that tension in your tummy get bigger as you come forward. And then again, repeat. So we're leaning back. We're keeping that straight back, just to that point where we feel our feet want to slide. Now, as you start to straighten up, guys, engage that tummy, drive your sit bones into the mat, and squeeze your shoulders. One more time, take a breath. Stay in that nice straight position. Eye gaze goes up, shoulders are back, and pull forward. Engage your tummy, sit nice and tall. Well done, guys. Bring the hands over the front of the shins and walk those feet a bit closer to you. And again, lift up higher through the chest. Create that length in your neck. And this time we're going to round the back. So I want you to start to push those elbows out and round the shoulder blades. Tummy in, let your tail just slide forward. And we're looking down towards that tummy button. And then we take another nice big breath and we start to straighten the pelvis, pull against our shins and straighten back up. Little squeeze in the lower tummy. The whole time we want to keep our neck lengthened. So again, we're rounding back. Elbows are staying soft, but we're pushing into those shoulders, looking down. Big deep breath, guys, as again we straighten back up, pull nice and tall, tummy in, shoulders down. We're going to go one more time. Go as big as you can. Really hollow out. Drop the chin. Feel that deep stretch in the upper back and shoulders. And straighten all the way back up. Nice work, guys. Walk those feet closer to your bottoms. I want you to make a nice little fist with your hands, guys, and place them either side of your bottom. And I want you to pull shoulders back and drive down, just lifting your bottom a few centimeters off the floor. Good. Now bring chest over the knees. Good. And just walk those fists towards you. And as you do, lift up with your bottom. Hey, there's a challenge for you guys. So keeping chest on the thighs, guys. Bring your hands forward at the feet. Relax the head. And we're going to do like we did at the beginning of this session. Start to straighten the legs. Pushing back with the knees. Get that length in the hamstrings and let the head fall. Now really draw in that tummy button, guys, and push into the shoulders to roll back up. Nice and slowly. 3, 2, 1. Knees soft. Take a nice big breath in here, guys. Exhale here. Reset your neutrals. Feet flat to the floor, knees soft. Little squeeze between shoulders. Take it over to that side bend and hold. Let that head fall heavy. Now start to lift the arm just to shoulder height, but reaching away, palm facing down. Now look up to the ceiling and continue to reach up. As you do, let the other arm drop. Just to that point of stretching your waist. Now take a breath as you start to push the arm down, create resistance and come up like a little seesaw. Relax it down. Reset your knees, shoulders back. And take it to the other side. So weight of the head, take it to that furthest point you can without pushing hips out. Nice big breath, guys. Start to lengthen the arm just to shoulder height. Good. Drop a little further into that waist stretch. Now look up and continue to reach to the ceiling, palm facing away. Feel that real big stretch here. Corset muscles are switched on. Now create resistance. Pull up. And just let that arm float by your sides. Let's try that one more time. Keep the knees unlocked, open the chest, tummy's in. Switch these corsets on for me, guys. Let the weight of your head carry you over. Try not to push the hips out. Good, get that connection. And then when you're ready, just float the arm to shoulder height to start with. Sink a little bit deeper, look up, and now bring that arm closer to you. Keep reaching to the ceiling. Sink a little bit lower in the opposite side. And squeeze your waist, come up. Nice work, guys. One more time, take a breath to that side. Good, stay nice and tall. Look up and reach. That's it, get that switch on. One arm reaching up, one arm reaching down. Breathe and pull up. Nice work, guys. Roll out those shoulder blades for me. Soften the knees, switch any muscles that have got into tension on. And our last stretch of the day, guys, open the chest, lift a heel, push that knee forward, look up, and gently squeeze those shoulders back and down, palms facing each other. Stick the chest out, tummies are in. Good, relax the heel, come center, and do the opposite side. So lifting the heel, just pushing that knee forward. And again, chest out, tummy in, and gently squeezing back with those shoulders and down. Reach towards the floor. And relax the knee, bring it forward. Take another breath here, guys. And out. Go all the way through, crisscross. Big breath in. And out. One more. Nice big breath in. And out. And you gorgeous, gorgeous people, hopefully are all nice and stretched out and ready for your days. Nice work, my darlings.